Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. All praises are due to Allah, the Creator, the Cherisher, and the Sustainer of this universe, and may His peace and blessings be upon His noble prophets, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, son of Mary, and Muhammad, peace be upon them all. I would like to thank the Islamic students of Amsterdam for allowing me to present my views and my opinions about different topics that they have sent me in an email. The first question is, the Sharia permits the death sentence in certain situations. According to Article 3 of the UVRM, my understanding is that this is the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights. This is against the human rights, which is the capital punishment. It's against human rights. This particular article says, which is Article number 3 of the United Nations Declaration, each human being has a right to inviolably live in freedom. So this particular part of the Sharia is against the human rights as seen in Western societies. I believe that the Sharia does not permit death, but rather the Sharia is to protect life. One of the ultimate goals of the Sharia is to protect the human soul. This is why the capital punishment is the legal, natural, and logical consequence of murder and killing. The Quran says, and there is saving of life for you in the law of retaliation, O people of understanding, that you may guard yourselves. God Almighty told Muslims in the Quran and told non-Muslims, told the whole world in the Quran that killing one soul is equal to killing all of humanity. And saving one life is equal to saving all of humanity. The United Nations Declaration, Article number 3 states, each human being has a right to inviolably live in freedom. So he has the right to not only to live, but to live freely. Here, Western countries who are not applying anymore the capital punishment, because some Western countries like the USA, which is one of the biggest Western countries, is still applying the capital punishment. But I can say that most European countries are not applying the capital punishment, thinking that they are, or they would be violating this article if they apply it, which is not true. Because actually they are still violating this article by jailing murderers, because the article says he has the right to live in freedom. So this means that to apply this article, because they understand it literally, they have to free all killers and murderers from jail. And I think this would be insane to leave killers and murderers to walk freely in the streets, killing our children and killing our women, because it is the right. At this point, we should change the name of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights and make it the United Nations Declaration of Killers' Rights and Murderers' Rights, that every murderer should live freely. This is insane. To understand things like that literally is really insane. I believe that this article speaks about innocent people, respectable people who respect the sanctity of the soul. Let's deal with the example that I will give, and I hope I won't be offensive for anyone, but I want those who are or who believe that capital punishment shouldn't be applied in any country to imagine that you go home today and you find your spouse murdered. May God forbid. But just imagine. And then you go to your children's rooms and you find them all murdered. And then you go to your parents' room and you find them all murdered. What if this murderer is caught? What will happen to him according to most European legislations today? He will be jailed and he will have life sentence in jail. Good. And you will not be exempt from paying tax, which means that you will be paying for his 3 meals for the rest of his life. And you will be paying for his music teacher. And he will make masters and PhD and you would be paying for all this. And after 20 years, he will be out from jail when he's not a troublemaker with a PhD, and you will be a drug addict. Is this fair? Is this okay that you would be paying the meals of the one who destroyed your life? No, God Almighty said in the Quran that indeed in the application of the capital punishment, there is saving of life for you, or you who have understanding.